Hello everybody, Sky here with some more Resmod, and I got one question for you. Do you like guns? Cause it's finally time for me to review some goddamn gun mods! More specifically, Tangerine Paint's highly customizable gun mods. And they are very customizable. I'll only bring up the things that I thought were really cool cause there's seriously a lot of customization. Tangerine even adds in some universal attachments that can be used on non-modded guns. And I did try to stick to most of his attachments, though I tried to make a lot of the guns not seem samey. I will be showing a lot of weapon stats in this video, so to keep things a bit more on the simpler side, I'll be using a profile that doesn't have any skills. I know it's not perfect, since Resmod does give a higher or lower ammo pickup rate depending on what armor you choose. Without further ado, let's get into the Tangerine gun review. The Polar 9mm model might look like a cross-kill reskin to the naked eye, however, in my totally not biased opinion, I think this thing looks fucking sexy. It also makes me feel a bit nostalgic for some odd reason. Anyways, check out how I customized this bad boy. If any of you can guess what the name of the pistol that I tried to recreate and the game it's from, I will pin your comment, and you will make me extremely happy. The Polar's stats are quite different to the vanilla crosskill, and I know some of you are probably going to write this gun off because of its damage, but that's where its mag size comes into play. Fun fact, you can even see that the mag is double stacked, which I thought was a super neat detail. The recoil is also pretty easy to control and can easily take down most enemies. I said most, not all, though you certainly can try. Another awesome thing about this gun is the custom reload animation. I don't know why I like this animation so much, but it just does things to my unga bunga brain that make me happy. There is also an akimbo variant. I don't really care too much about akimbos in Payday 2. Never really been my thing, though I don't think they're that bad. I can't really think of anything that I genuinely dislike about this gun, which means I'm putting it in the hamburger tier. Oh, yeah, I'm also ranking them on a tier list. I know. Very, very original. Speaking of something very original, the Javelin 10mm model might look like a... Wait, isn't this the same gun?
Yes.
It uses the same model and attachments as the Polar 9mm does, though there isn't a akimbo variant, so sorry akimbo lovers. However, it does have different stats since it uses a different caliber, but I prefer the Polar over it. Doesn't mean it's bad, I just see it as more of a preference thing. So to make it fair, it'll go in the same tier as the Polar, since, you know, you download them together anyways. The SG-45 is a bit weird for me since it's more meant for players that don't have the contractor pistol from the John Wick weapon pack. But I have it, so you'd think it'd be less interesting to use, and well, when you compare it to the contractor pistol, it seems that way. Hell, it's actually a straight downgrade to the original pistol. However, this gun isn't terrible. The high damage makes it quite nice to use, and it's a pretty good backup weapon. Besides, I think its model looks a whole lot nicer compared to the contractors. I mean, you guys have been watching gameplay of it in the background while I've been yapping here, so you can kind of see how I modeled my SG to look. I absolutely love the chrome slide, it looks so nice. Speaking of the akimbos, I didn't mind them so much, but like the Polar, I still prefer using singular pistols. I do find it interesting that it uses the 5.7's reload animation, but I'm not totally against it. A slight nitpick that I have with them is that they don't use the contractor's firing sound effect. Not to say the sound he used is bad, but it's just not as appealing for me. Also, I noticed that the akimbo reload has an animation bug where the slide goes forward once the mag is placed in the first pistol, then is all of a sudden back again when you're putting the second pistol's mag in. I have no idea if this is a vanilla bug or something. I just kept noticing it when I was using the akimbos, and yeah, it was kind of annoying me. The biggest downside is the ammo pickup. It's pretty bad on this. With all that said and done, I'd put the SG in I like it, flaws and all.
Don't shoot! Easy!
Just like the SGs, the CR Phantom IIs are meant to act as a baby deagle place-in, but unlike the SG, the Phantom actually stands out, and it's not for its model alone. Sure, it shares the same firing sound and reload animations, however, the stats are quite different. While the Baby Deagle has less recoil and does more damage, the Phantom can fire faster and has better ammo pickup. But the one thing that makes this gun stand out on its own two legs is because of this attachment, the auto frame. You could probably guess what it does, but for those of you that don't know how to read, it essentially allows the player to fire in full auto. Now, some of you are probably thinking that it's not worth taking due to stability penalty. That's where the akimbo variant comes into play, and it's the only akimbo variant that I prefer over the non-akimbo one. Yeah, the irony is not lost on me there. I can't express how enjoyable it was for me to spray into large swaths of enemies and not give two shits about running out of ammo. So you bet your sweet ass the Phantom is getting its rightful place next to the Polar and Javelin and Hamburger tier. This is going to be the only SMG in the entire video, and it's not really that great. The ammo pickup is really bad, and the total ammo reserves don't really make it great to use since, well, SMGs tend to chew through ammo like a fat kid seeing Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yes, I'm that fat kid. However, what I think is the worst aspect of this gun isn't anything stat-wise, but rather the akimbo and non-akimbo variants sharing the primary slot. Why? Most guns don't even operate like this, and it's not like the akimbo variant is an upgrade or anything. It shares a lot of the same issues its non-akimbo variant does, but it has one extra issue exclusive to it. The firing sound effect is gone. Oh. The sounds are broken. Or, muffled? To be honest, I really don't know how to describe this. It makes it really off-putting to use these things because of that. Judging how I've pretty much listed off the things I disliked, I might as well list the things that I liked, because it's not downright horrible. The damage is fine, the recoil is pretty easy to control, the model looks pretty nice, and, well, the animation does fit it, though I'm unsure if it's a custom one or not. This gun isn't bad, it's just pretty damn mediocre. Oh boy. I'm extremely biased towards anything that is a SCAR. However, unlike the Eagle Heavy, where most people tend to use it as a DMR, the Eagle Light is more meant to be an automatic alternative, and it honestly does an amazing job at it. Hell, when I was customizing it, I noticed that you can even put it into burst fire and replicate the SCAR from Left 4 Dead, and well, you know how I love me some Left 4 Dead. I did try to make mine look like the hammer from Black Ops 2. Sadly, the drum round mag doesn't have 125 bullets in it, but it does highlight its pretty mediocre ammo pickup. The custom reload animation is really nice though. I did have a lot of trouble controlling the recoil in the beginning, but as I used it more and more, it definitely got easier. This is one of the easiest hamburger tiers I can give.
Let's fucking go!
Speaking of hamburger tier, this fucking gun. I absolutely love this gun, and yes, it's because it's a SCAR, and, well, also because I have a lot of memories of using this gun back in my Battlefield days. So yes, I'm biased as shit. I guess the slow rate of fire is a bit annoying, but it really isn't that bad once you get used to it. The hip fire is pretty bad though, but I guess it makes sense because, well, it's a sniper. The reload is just, oh, it's so fucking good.
Good job.
I cannot get enough of seeing the empty reload animation. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and the bipod doesn't work, but it honestly looks weird without it. The only downside to this gun would probably be its ammo pickup. It is absolutely abysmal. So make sure to bring ammo bags or make your shots count. I actually killed that guy. Okay. I don't really have much to say about the Mamba. It operates just like the AK does, stability and all. It does use the AK 7.62's reload animations, which, I mean, isn't a bad thing, but honestly, I kinda just prefer the AK over this one. Don't get me wrong, I actually like how I customized my Mamba, but I honestly would rather just use the other AKs that are in the game. So yeah, it's more of a preference thing for me. It's not a terrible gun, it's just not interesting enough. The OB1, you know what, I'm just gonna call this by its file name. The Groza 2 doesn't have an underbarrel grenade launcher, but what it lacks in firepower, it makes up for with improved stats. This thing has a better total ammo count, faster reload speed, significantly higher ammo pickup, somewhat better range, and the biggest one, a better mobility stat. The one major downside is this gun does have a lot of vertical recoil. It does make it quite difficult to hit enemies at medium ranges, though it's not too terrible. While the model is really nice looking, I've never really been a fan of the Groza's design or looks. Also, a decent amount of the attachments don't really do anything stat-wise. Doesn't really mean much when it comes to Resmod, but it does kind of suck. It did receive an update while I was working on this video. I didn't really notice anything different though. However, I would totally use this over the vanilla one. I like this, flaws and all. Now, I felt like this gun was going to be pretty generic compared to the other ARs Tangerine has made, but it actually surprised me. If you haven't guessed already, this is a tie-in for the Contractor Sniper Rifle. At least I think it is. And it honestly feels a whole lot better to shoot than the Contractor due to its higher fire rate. Sure, the mag size is a lot lower and it's pretty annoying to deal with, but Tangerine thought of a brilliant solution, giving players the ability to change its magazine. Yeah, hi, this is Editing Sky, and I'm just now realizing that there's only one mag that actually increases its size. The others either decrease the size or just don't really do anything. So, yeah, that's definitely a my bad in the script writing stage. I thought there were more. You can even change it to have poison lace rounds as well, which is pretty neat. However, there was a problem, and it doesn't have anything to do with the gun itself. No, I was having an issue. A skill issue. You see, I was messing around a lot with my sensitivity settings before I even started working on this video, and I wanted to find out why certain sights were more jittery than smooth. Before I changed the setting, I used to run with a sensitivity setting of 15? Jesus, no wonder I wasn't hitting shit. So I changed it down to 10, and well, I still had that same issue. But if I went any lower, it felt way too slow. Oh, what? Hold up. Oh my god. I figured it out. Okay. Are you kidding me? I spent years playing Payday 2, and I had no idea this setting did this. No wonder my aim is dog shit, and it never improved throughout the years. While this setting doesn't magically make my aim better, it does make it a whole lot smoother and a lot easier for me to use higher magnification scopes. And, well, it's also made my aim a bit better with lower magnification scopes as well. Oh! Right, the gun. I honestly didn't have problems with it. Its model is a bit generic and doesn't really stand out as much, though it definitely stands out more than the Mamba, that's for sure. You can technically modify the gun into an automatic, but I find it a whole lot more enjoyable to use it as a DMR. I really enjoyed using this gun, so I'm putting it in a hamburger tier. I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. Man. Man, I love the HK416, and, well, I love it here as well. Gun barely has any sort of recoil, decent amount of ammo, an alright ammo pickup, good fire rate, fast reload speeds, and really cool reload animations. Yes, I know there's technically already 2 HK416s in game. Well, one of them is really an HK417 since it's the marksman rifle version, and the other is an LMG that I don't really enjoy using in Resmod that much. So I got pretty excited to see this bad boy on the list, and oh, it did not disappoint. You can bet your sweet ass it's going in hamburger tier. I mean, it's an HK416. How can you hate the HK416? It's so fucking sick. Now, I'll admit that I was feeling a bit AR fatigued by the time I got to the Dance Dance Revolution rifle. I was worried that it wouldn't stand out from the other rifles, especially since this looks to be yet another marksman rifle of sorts. And I was right. While it does a great amount of damage and has fast reload speeds, with pretty good animations to boot, it's tied down to its awful pickup rate. Who could see that coming? What's even weirder is this gun is capable of going into automatic like the Sierra. I have no idea why this is even a feature for the gun. However, if you just stick to the semi-auto, then this gun performs well, especially since it can go through body armor. The model also looks pretty nice, though it is a bit generic like the Sierra. It's not terrible, but I would rather pick any of the other DMRs that I've showcased already over this one. Still, I like it, flaws and all. Oh god, another AR that I am extremely biased towards, because I love the vanilla one that's in game since it barely has any recoil whatsoever. So you can probably guess how excited I was. Oh. It's a 3-round burst. I guess it's not a bad thing, I just wasn't really expecting that. I think the game wasn't expecting it either, because it decided to go gadget freeze on my ass when I first used it. Oh. This hasn't happened in a while. I didn't want to play Go Bank anyways. I do find it a lot more difficult to use the burst fire due to the recoil it has. Hell, 99% of the time I just switched it to single fire and it felt a whole lot better to use. There is a full auto kit that doesn't have as much recoil as the burst fire does, but it isn't on the level as the vanilla one. But despite all this, I still enjoyed using this gun quite a bit. I mean, it's an SG556. Look at it. It's beautiful. Though I do have one major nitpick, Tangerine, and that's the handguard options. I wish there was a long one like the bipod variants, but without the bipod. I don't like the look of it at all and wished it wasn't the only option. The gun performs really well in game, getting the hamburger seal of approval, or hamburger tier. Now, I didn't like this gun the first time I used it. I always felt like I was out of ammo most of the time, the recoil was just too annoying to deal with, the reload animations were a bit scuffed, and this gun looks pretty similar to the other ARs that I've used. Combine that with the already mentioned AR fatigue, do I even need to say more? However, I wanted to give this gun a fair chance instead of writing it off completely, and I'm actually kind of glad that I did. A simple magazine change really made this gun feel a whole lot better to use, and just like the Eagle Light, I got used to controlling the gun's recoil fairly quickly. Even the scuffed reload animations grew on me. They're actually not that bad, but they could use a bit more refinement when your character's putting the mag into the gun and when pulling the charging handle back. Also, for some odd reason, this gun is situated further down in the view model, which makes it a bit jarring to look at, but it's not really a massive issue. I genuinely enjoyed using this gun, though I think it's mainly because I didn't use it like a DMR. I like this gun, flaws and all. Ugh, god, alright, let's just get this done and over with. The AK-25U is the gun of all time. When you look at this thing, you'd think you'd be pretty mobile with it. Well, it has the lowest mobility stat compared to 99% of the other secondary rifles. 24 is absolutely criminal for a gun like this when the CR, a gun that's bigger than it, has a higher mobility stat. The only rifle this thing beats is the North Star, and well, the North Star is a pile of shit. I can already hear some of you saying, Sky, why don't you give it attachments that give it more mobility? And that isn't a bad idea. Hell, even a genius idea. Until you remember that this gun's stability is also the worst compared to the others like it, and all the mobility stat attachments reduce your gun's stability even further. This gun is pretty much a reskinned Krinkov, but worse. Frankly, as much as it hurts me, because I do like the AK-17, this gun is downright ass. I do think maybe boosting the mobility stat to 26 could make this gun a bit more worth using, but honestly, I don't know. Thank God I'm done with the AK-25U. Alright, let's see here. What gun is next? Ah! The Lunatic. Are you kidding me? It's yet again another fucking AR. God damn. Oh! This is a shotgun! And it's sadly the only shotgun on the list, but damn, does it perform quite well. While the look of it did throw me off, I don't really mind it too much since it's an auto shotgun secondary. And that's pretty rare. The only one we have in game is the Goliath, and I don't really care for the design of it, so having an auto shotgun that looks a bit more appealing to my monkey brain at the very least made me really happy. Admittedly, the reload animation is weird. It's not terrible, but it's not super great. It honestly just kind of reminds me of an animation that I've seen before. Hell, it confused me so much that I had to ask the man himself. Okay, that makes a lot of sense then. Overall, I do like the shotgun, flaws and all, majorly because of it being an auto shotgun secondary. I mean, that's pretty much the big positive of this gun.
Bravos 1, clowns none.
And the final gun is, well, this beauty. Now, I am pretty biased towards this gun, since it looks like the ARs the Bravos use, and, well, you guys already know how much I love the Bravos. It can easily shred through enemies, and, well, your ammo as well. While its stability isn't the greatest, because it's an LMG, I mean, what did you expect? You can use a What the fuck is going on with the view model? Okay, besides that weird oddity, the gun actually performs pretty well. However, it isn't all sunshine and rainbows, because like the bootlegger, it does have a reduced headshot multiplier. It's not as terrible as the bootleggers, and the Sawblade does do a lot more damage by default. It does kind of suck that it's there, though. There was an update to this gun as well, like the Groza 2, but yet again, I didn't really notice any differences at all. Tangerine, I'm really sorry if I'm missing some pretty obvious changes here. Also, I found that a lot of the other magazines didn't really mesh well with this gun, hence why I stuck to the default mag the entire time I used it.
Balls mag.
Also because I wanted it to look like the Bravo ARs, so yeah.
I'm gonna say something to you right now that I've never said to a living soul in my life. And how you doing?
On a side note, using this on a muscle build is extremely fun. Oh, and the animations are fine, but could use a bit more refinement. Still, I like this gun. Flaws and all. I know this video is pretty different to how I usually structure my other videos, but I still hope it was entertaining for y'all. I recorded most of the footage really late at night, so that's kind of why I didn't talk much, and even when I did, it was to check on my cat because she was being really fucking loud at 3 AM. Oh, and if you thought she did that for one night only, she did this for multiple consecutive nights in a row. At the time of me writing this section, she's doing it right now. I can hear her. She needs to shut up. It's fucking 4 AM! While this video was supposed to be something that I could get out quickly while I'm working on other things, it snowballed into something that I wanted to put a whole lot more effort into. And admittedly, I was second-guessing myself a lot when I was working on this video, hence why it took so damn long. But I'm just glad I finally got it finished. If any of the guns shown here intrigued you, Tangerine's mod workshop link is in the description. Please, seriously, check them out. They're really good. I want to thank Tangerine not only for his hard work on these guns, but also for helping me out with getting them into Blender, and also helping me with the thumbnail for this video. That was really kind of him. He didn't need to do that, but he did. I know I was probably annoying your ass asking what attachment used for this gun or this one, so thank you for being patient with me. There's also another person I want to thank, and it's a really close friend of mine who is learning how to make music, who made a song for me unprompted. It was really kind of him to do so, and that was the song you guys heard in the intro, and it was really kind of him to actually do something like that. I'm not really used to that kind of stuff. And thank you for watching this video. Now, instead of asking y'all to like and subscribe, I want to quickly bring attention to the previous video I uploaded. I would really appreciate it if you took the time to watch and listen to that, because it would mean the world to me and my friends' family. I want to thank those that did like the video, shared the video around, left kind words, and especially to those that donated. It means the world to my friend and their family, and I cannot express my gratitude enough. I won't be bringing this situation up again until there's a major development, so I will keep you guys updated, of course with my friend's permission. Anyways, I'm done yapping. Have an amazing day wherever and whatever you're doing, and I'll see you with either another Reslap video, which is very likely, or the non-Payday video, which is maybe likely. Bye-bye!